go with like this dark blue. It's the real G-Pen. You can't really tell the difference. So if we go with like a light pink, that might be a nice color. Yeah, let's go with this. This nice pink. We just thicken the brush up a bit. There we go. This is supposed to be Glitter Sword from Doki Doki Glitter Force. Do the whole like art collab thingy bob on Instagram, Grammyos, but yeah. I want to get it. I want to get it at least aligned before we pop over to do Don Horotaijin. That's where I want to get it. Because that's the stage I was at on my iPad, was the lining stage. Yeah. We just turn this into a bit of Q&A. Does anyone want to ask Yato any questions while I sit and draw? Or I can tell a work related story if you guys are interested. Like, see what you like. Get chatting. See if anyone wishes to interact. I'll just start doing these types of streams when my body doesn't want to let me sleep, because I might as well. It's more of my my OG audience, the late night crowd, a chance to pop in, say hello, see how you doing, like. But this work-related story is something that happened literally in the last week. Because for us Brits, especially the school kids, they've just had the spring, like the before Easter half term in the schools, right? So it's like they get a pre-break from like learning the GCSEs and stuff. Basically like the big final test at the end of school. Because during this time is like extreme last minute prep. It's like stuff that they haven't been bothering to keep up with, essentially, is what would be happening during this time. So, yeah. Just give a bit of an explanation to the story before actually getting into the story. I'm at work, right? I'm going to give away where I work because that's pretty sketch, if you know what I mean. But it's a supermarket. You know, like your Tesco's, whatever you have where you live. But yeah. It's essentially a bunch of school kids, just like teenagers, of like some five from like sixth form, coming in, trying to take up literal shit ton of vapes. It was like fake figure cigarette things that some people use to personally indulge. And you shouldn't too if you care about your lungs, but for those that do, and you know, yeah. Anyway, before I get distracted by a whole rant about vapes, we're just like coming in trying to take them, which is a bit extreme. So, you know, I didn't post on Twitter that I'm live. Give me 1 sec, guys. I just need to go grab the information again. I'll grab it from my Discord. Right. Right. I will like finish the story because it's quite a bit of a funny mimi story. So it's like a what was going on type of situation. So like these kids had essentially bought the vapes and were just indulging down near where the trolleys are kept. You know, it's big metal carts. That you use to carry your shopping in if you're not going to use a basket or carry it by hand, because some people do, which I personally think is pretty stupid, because there's trolley and baskets, like, come on, it's not that hard. Unless you're like coming in for just a meal deal, that's like no fucking brainer. Like that is something you can more than happily carry because it's just a sandwich or a wrap and some crisps and a drink. You can more than easily just carry that, but like, you know, other things is a bit of a annoyance, like to me anyway, because it just don't make sense. Fucking get a Pascal trolley. Yeah. For these youngsters, yes, I'm sounding like I'm 50. I'm a goddamn boomer. I'm a boomer chat. Not really. I'm not that old. But anyway, back to the story. Is you started like around 12 o'clock, like midday. They were just chilling, chatting as kids do. Like their lives, their classes, families, and some of the girls were making TikToks. I was out doing trawlers, collecting them and returning them to the bay where they need to stay and not in use. You know, from like out in car parks, essentially. Because there'd be like little collection points where you can put their trolleys, but then it's up to us as the staff to go and get them. They were just stuck there making TikToks on the ramp. And the bigger trolleys, the chains on them, are a bit shit. Like, literally just shit. They just don't work. So you have like this cable tie that you use to tie them up and drag, which makes it easier to drag them, but it's a bitch to do. Thank you, Noel_I, for the follow. I did not see that. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. Totally appreciate it. I'm fucking distracted again. See, like, that's the thing, like, when I'm in drawing mode, I forget to actually, like, look at the phone to check when people follow and stuff. Bit of a bimbo. Rightio. Good. Them fucking stream elements fucking spams the chat with that. How you doing? Fucking numco. I'm trying to see why it's done that. Fine, because I can just re-lasso tool. And put it there. Just gonna about this little bit here. Make it more of an angled triangle little shape. That's what we do. Right. It's FaceTime. Right. Do that. Right, let me do the eyelash as well. Eyebrow. I feel like for this one we need like proper lashes and stuff, since she is a magical girl. She'd have that extra bit of flair. Even if it's not seen. I didn't do the nose because that nose is always hard to do. It's my way of doing noses, so I do know how to do it. It's just when there's other stuff in the way, like the mouth. It can be a bit of a annoying little friend, let's say. Since how condensed this particular face is, we might as well do some more stuff with it. Losing myself, man. Like, letting the music just carry me for a minute. There we go. Simple little bits like so. So that's the body. I'm gonna have to go and grab either the hair or the clothes next. I might grab the hair or the dress. Have those files. Finding my downloads. Because I had to download. There was a ton of extra Monastery, man. Not needed. I just wish my iPad pen didn't completely die on me. Like, it works for about 2 to 3 minutes per, like, every, like, 5 hours. So it's just not worth trying to use when I can just use my EX pen. The joys of being an artist. Your technology dies on you. Well, I have my actual sketchbook, but it's like less hurt on my wrist. Better. I'll grab both of my references now. Setting up my classic system of Basically, I have like a folder for the hair and the body in one, and then I have any clothes in another one. So it's like body and hair, clothes, the actual character, and then the background behind it. I wanna get it to a clean state, like how it's looking now. Like you can make out the body, you can make out where it's going. That's the state I want to get to on stream. I might line it on stream as well, but I want to work on Dungeon the Taijin as well. And fit in a single. Maybe this should be a bit of an art, a late night art sesh. While my brain is like still, my body's like, it's not bedtime yet. Get inside my phone. Let's take my hood down, 'cause bloody hell, I'm getting hot. At least I got a body done. It's like I'm gonna get a lot of this done tonight. A lot of like the rebase work. I know it's a lot hard to tell what this is because I picked such a light pink. So what I'm gonna do is go a bit darker. Body select everything, just so it's a bit easier to see. On stream. And to admit that pink's something that I reserved for like specific things anyway, so it was looking a bit weird. But now you can actually see what it is on stream. This is what we've done for the past hour. Essentially, well, for the last like 15 minutes. I want to try and get dress and the hair done. And then we call it that for the art segment. I was going to try and do a little bit of work on Dungeon the Taijin as well. Try and get it done for next Monday, being the 6th of March. A new Dead by Daylight chapter comes out on the Tuesday. I might do a shortish, not a full like chapter special, but I might do a bit more of a chill, just checking out the characters, like checking the chapter out, custom. Like from what I've seen, this chapter isn't as good as like chapter 26, which was the night. I'll probably just like check out the chapter and do a bit of Rift. With, you know, the rest of the SSSAD, like the rest of the SSSAD, my crewmates, my companions, my comrades. Right, hair. Specific file. I think it's the one above is the hair. I might do the hair next. I might. Thing is, this is like my own pre-existing work. Like, it's like basically when I sent the files over to my OneDrive, it made them into 6 different like PDFs, GN like NNG files. So it's like what I could have done, which is what I wish it did, because that's what I thought when it did, when it said send it over from Procreate to fucking from Gmail to, well, no, from Procreate to the Google Drive. It was like, do you want this to be saved? Is it? It gave me like 7 options, and I just picked the one that I knew how to convert it to. Once getting it on here. Right, it's hair time. Since I know this won't take as much time as the body did. Get this. Just so I can have some differentality on if it's hair or not, because I could do stuff like this, where it's like poking out of. Like, I'm allowed little changes, so it's like one of the little changes I will be making is like these little like straddly bits coming out the top of her hair. Her hair never made sense to me in Glitter Force. It's like one of those magical girl shows that I watched, but didn't make a lot of sense, like design-wise. Jumping from the original Glitter Force, which was Doki Doki Premature, to Doki Doki Glitter Tashari, which is Doki Doki, was the fact that the style was similar, but you could just tell that there was like design things that were completely different from one another. One of those being the realisticality of the hair. And you could just fucking hell. In like the way that like the stuff was designed and the way that it flows in universe. Compared to Pretty Monsieur Pretty Shania being the original Doki Doki. See, I knew that wouldn't take as much time, and you can definitely see the reason I put like these natural little dips in like stuff is for like the hair to rest, because it's where the hairline is. I'll raise it just a little bit up like this, give a bit of space, and line it with the eyebrows, of course. You see, like this, like most of this eye is covered. Some of this eye is covered because she has more of a mane that fronts this side with a bit of a shave cut. It works in practicality because it's not flowy, it's tied up, it's out of the way. So in my mind, it's like one of the things that I think about a lot with my designs, and especially my transferring shit from one thing to another, like my mechas and doing stuff in my style, is real life practicality. Like, if you're fighting someone and you've got long hair, is tying it up, which is one of the reasons Glitter Sword was always my favorite in this lineup, because she had strength, knowledge, and practicality. If you wanted to make a live action version of it, she'd be the one that transferred the best. And that's the type of stuff I always try and think about in my designs. I'm going on such a rant, but that's what you're here for. That's what like the nearly 3 o'clock streams are about. You go on an absolute debacle about design and rip into like this shit was fucking publicized, made by Toei. But come on, think about, you guys make fucking Sentai. You can get like, and like this stuff's like cross over with it from time to time. So it's like, where's my real life practicality now? If you can do it for the one, do it for the other. So that's the body done. Right. It's time for the dress. But as we get into the dress, like, even though I was on such a big rant of real life practicality, these dresses are a lot more like Japan rules adjacent. And I get it, it's originally made in Japan, adapted and changed to fit an American audience. That's why this has such a fandom. It has a life on this side of the pond, but it only has the 2 adaptations, and I'd really love to see some more and to see what they do with the later stuff, because these first 2 were based more on fairy tales compared to how some of the later Pretty McHugh focus on like the galaxy and like how the Pretty McHughs work on a galactic scale, and their rules and laws and a lot of stuff that comes from the later incarnations of the show. And I can understand that they have the whole fairy tale branding, and there are a couple like Pretty McHughs after Doki, like after Goes 2, that do dip into the world of fairy tales again. And if they wanted to adapt another one that's more based on fairy tales, I'd be okay with that, because that's the brand that they've established for Doki Doki on this side of the pond. Like, it's not Pretty McHugh, it's Doki Doki. And it's like, I can understand them wanting to keep what they've established. Making a brand and making it is a very hard graft to do. As someone that has been doing it for nearly 6 years. This is my 6th year of doing it. I've been doing this since 2016. Like, 7 years. It's been a long time since I started this, and doing these types of streams are always fun, because I get to talk about not just being nostalgic, but also talk about a lot of things I don't get to talk about on the regular streams, because of who is on with me. Like, my crew's good. We're good to each other, but can't sit down and have a discussion about story writing or like the way the character designs are, because that's not their deal. They're just kids trying to have fun, which being one of the 2 oldest of the group, it's a joy seeing them discover themselves and seeing where they go. Like, for example, with the Shape and Dollhouse, they are a couple. They do extremely lovey-dovey things on stream, which I don't personally enjoy, but I let them have their moments, because they don't get to have them if they're not playing games. That's how busy life is for them. Yeah. There's that whole serious kind of accidental discussion when we were supposed to just be talking about character design. Happens all the time, especially when you pull your character design and especially your characters from people you know. It's a lot of mental gymnastics when you're pulling your characters from people you know and the life that you're living. I did it a lot for I did it a lot for Amanda, protagonist of the book, and I did it a lot for Avastar, our second protagonist, who you'll get to meet soon enough. You've seen hundreds of fun and interesting illustrations with Avastar over the past couple years, because out of the two, she was the one that had a more concrete design that didn't need refining. And definitely didn't need constantly being worked on. The Amanda that I've shown off since October is the design and the way that I'm going with Amanda from this way forward. Avastar has always been the same. They've always had the same design. Little tweaks and peaks here and there, but it's pretty much always been the same. Because Avastar was perfect. She didn't need things changing. I probably might change some things for the official book art. Basically illustrations that are exclusive to the book do with Avastar, but see, just like not doing like the extra bit of thickness on this side works. It makes it flow just a little bit better. And that is something I've been trying really hard to getting better with, is just line of action and figuring out, for example, if something's covering it, don't try and squeeze the line in, just let it sit. As you've probably seen with a lot of my art over January experimental, not caring about just doing the same standing pose. I said I might line it on stream, but like there's like one little article of clothing to do. I don't really want to do that on stream, just because Tired Brain is going. So what I'm gonna do? Stop drawing, because I'm going. Yeah. Thing is, now that I've got like my drawing set up again on OBS, because I had to reset it up, recolor everything. Right, put it on games. Click on the connector. We could play a cheeky bit of High Five. Oh, for God's sake, where's that goddamn joystick gone? It's fine because I've got an extra bit, but it's irritating because it was on the console. The controller the last time I used it. I just liked using the longer one because it had a bigger range to pick up on. I'll find it, but for now I'll just grab one of the smaller ones. Just so I've got two on it so I can actually use the damn thing. Shut the whole high five type music off as well. While I'm it's been nice company. Depending on what game we play, I'll put it back on because like it's been good good chill music to listen to.